Much ado about nothing, always Shakespeare. But clearly, what comes in mind is this kind of de-escalation that we are seeing at the moment. When you look at the market, this is clearly what is bought by the market. Stocks are up, they wipe out all their losses since the 2nd of April announcement of reciprocal tariffs. We see the Euro stocks, we see the DAX at all-time high, we see the CAC 40 few points below its all-time high as well. So we are back to some kind of relief and normalization. Why is that so? Well, we have an agreement with UK. We have an agreement with China. We are about to have an agreement with maybe India, maybe Vietnam. Well, Europe, we still don't know. But clearly, we are in the mood of having some deals eventually from the US. Where do we stand after these deals? Well, this is less worst, but this is not a best outcome scenario. For the UK, we are at 10% tariff, which is 3 times more than it was the case before. For China, we are at 60%, which is well above the 10% that prevailed before the arrival of Donald Trump. So we are basically in a situation where you have a 10% across-the-board tariff, a 60% tariff on China, and some sectorial tariff, 20% on aluminium, steel, on chips, and many more to come probably. I'm thinking of pharmaceuticals, I'm thinking of maybe foreign movies and so on and so forth. So this is not the end of the tariff war, but we are now back to the scenario of during the election campaign of 10% across the board, 60% on China. So all in all, we are still very much in a full trade war mode. Where we are now, it was the worst case scenario that we had in January. 10% across the board, 60% on China, and 20% sectorial tariff on top of that. So this is not the end of a trade war. A bit better, but still far from the best outcome possible.